I make a motion that we come out of executive session.
Second.
Steve made a motion, come out of executive session. Brad seconded that motion. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. President, I've got
Let
three
the record
items.
reflect.
Board of directors.
I'm sorry.
Board of directors.
Let the
Yeah,
record
that's what I was
reflect.
Yeah, we wanna let the record reflect that there was no action taken in executive.
Yeah, so one of y'all be on the board of directors, that also does those loans, you oversee the loans for small businesses, you know, cause part of the MPO, or part of CMPD, they do.
I'm not on that.
Okay,
I think that's
and that'll be the one
I
you
think
do.
that's the one you.
Yeah, alright, sorry, go ahead.
All right, we have, at least one item to talk
We've
about.
got three items that I'm gonna ask the board to add. Before I do that, Steve, the MPO Policy Committee is the decision-making arm of the MPO. They decide and award the grant money. That's the role that you have been asked to serve in on behalf of the Board of Supervisors. So hopefully that answers the question.
Yes.
I asked specifically, is this the board of directors? I'm waiting for an answer on that. I'll let you know as I get that answer. The three items, Mr. President, that I'm requesting that we add, the first item is the consideration of two abnormal tax exemption applications, one from Averett Express and one from Trilogy Communications. So that item would be an add. The second item to add is the authorization of a memorandum of understanding between Rankin County Sheriff's Office and Vicksburg Police Department for the housing of prisoners. You guys have already discussed this and contingently authorized it, but we now actually have an official MOU. If you recall, we had a transition in the leadership of the government at Vicksburg, the city of Vicksburg. They elected a brand new mayor and at least one new alderman. And so they had to go through all of that change over before this came back before you, and we're now prepared to move forward on that one. So I would ask you to add that as an authorization. And the third and final item is some cleanup work that is being required by the Department of Transportation. This has to do with our large transportation initiative, the Connector Loop project. We've got funding on the grade separation piece, the actual bridge, and we are preparing now to move forward with that into an official status, and I need some documentation that MDOT is requiring to be executed. So I need an authorization to allow the board president to execute whatever documents are required to move that project into official status.
No money involved.
There's no money involved. The money that we have, Sid, we've already acquired. It's from both the state of Mississippi and from the federal government. So the money, MDOT has that money and is controlling it, and they're not going to release it so we can move forward until we execute the appropriate documentation associated with that. So those would be the three things that I'd ask for an add
I
item.
make a motion to add these three items.
Second.
Jay made a motion to add. Steve seconded that motion. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
First item is the Averett Express and the Trilogy request for tax exemption. You guys are aware of that scenario. This would just simply be authorization from the board that is favorable to granting those requests as long as both of those companies submit all of the required documentation, go through all of the MDA process to get qualified and approved. You would be simply indicating your intent to award up to a 10-year tax exemption to each of those in exchange for the requisite qualified amounts and jobs.
All right.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
I made a motion. Jay seconded the motion. Any further discussion?
What's your motion?
To approve.
Okay.
To approve.
All right.
Do you need,
No,
are you good? Are you good with it?
yes.
Did you wanna cut the years or?
No, I had it written out to, that I'm willing to award Rankin first, really to authorize them to move in a positive position with Trilogy and Avert.
All you gotta do is say aye.
ad valorem, 999, for no longer than 10 years.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Perfect. You got it. Dead solid.
Yeah.
The sheriff has before you a memorandum of understanding with the city of Vicksburg that provides $25 per day for each Vicksburg prisoner that's actually housed in the unit, and also a holding place fee of $25 per day up to a requisite number of spots. It's a good agreement. It is what you had already heard about, and now that has been authorized by the city of Vicksburg, we need to authorize it. So I just need an authorization for the sheriff to have the authority to execute that agreement.
I make it motion.
Second.
Brad made a motion, Steve seconded the motion. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion
This-
carries.
This, agreement spells out that Vicksburg takes care of all their medical needs.
That's correct. There's-
I thought, I remember that.
That's right. The language in there exclude, no juveniles. We will not house any juveniles from the city of Vicksburg. That any medical issues have to be cleared. We're not going to take in any of their prisoners that have ongoing medical requirements. There's a number of hedges in here, protections in here that the sheriff's legal counsel has built in. I'm satisfied that the language is appropriately protective of the county.
I presume we got room to do all
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah, right, so, yeah.
It's, like I said, it's a good deal, and it is interesting to me that the city of Vicksburg is wanting to bypass multiple counties between here and there and come keep their folks with us. I think it's an indication that we've got a good thing going on with our jail operations. I think it bears talking about, and I'm grateful for a sheriff that is taking care of business. Last and final, gentlemen,
Yeah, we voted
Y'all
on
already
it.
Yeah, we know,
Okay.
yeah.
Last and final is just some cleanup work. We are being required by MDOT to provide specific documentation and agreements that is in connection with your Connector Loop project, so that we can access through MDOT the federal funds and the state funds that have already been acquired for that project. It's just cleanup work to get the documents in place.
I make a motion approved.
Second.
Brad made a motion, Steve seconded that motion. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, gentlemen, that's all I've got.
So we recess till the
17th,
7th.
The 9th,
7th.
So,
August.
August
All
7th.
right, we're gonna recess to August the 7th
I
at
make a
9
motion
o'clock.
to recess to August 7th.
Second.
Brad made a motion to reset August 7th. Steve seconded that motion. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.